Well, Brian, was this idea that like, hey, we all look backwards. We're like, oh, if only, right? If only I bought Apple when it first came out or Google when it
Sure.
first came out. But like a lot of people also like they don't do the opposite of that. It's like, oh, this is what my life would have been like if I went to jail instead of made a good decision there. Like, we
Right.
don't look at our good
Mhm.
decisions from the past a lot of times. Be like, oh, thank God I didn't make that other not so good decision. Like this is where my life would be. And we don't think that way. So it's always easy to look back and say, oh, I missed this or I
Mhm.
missed that, and this is what could have been. And the reality is rates are absolute. They are whatever they are today. They are.
Mhm.
And it doesn't change that we have needs in our lives to leverage debt sometimes
Right.
and use interest and lenders, and that's okay. The good news is oftentimes all ships rise with the tide, right? If our listeners have heard that before, it's very common if we see rates rising, well, then that means all the other rates tend to rise with them too.